I'm Mark Seifter.
And I'm Lydia Size Palmer.
And this is Arcane Mark. Hello,
Hi,
everyone.
everybody.
Welcome to
Arcane
Mark Plays Astrea Six-Sided Oracle.
So, Mark has been playing this game for a little while, but I haven't played it yet. I've just kind of seen little snippets over his shoulder, so I will be the one experiencing today.
That's right. I have played a bit of this game, enough to unlock the characters, which is like 4 or 5 runs. Essentially, think of this game as like a deck builder, but dice are your deck, which means that essentially, instead of drawing cards, like in most deck builders, you're drawing one of 6 cards that was randomly chosen on that side of the deck,
gotcha.
and you might be able to re-roll it. Some of the cards are bad. Or some of it is like, oh, it's got 2 sides that are incredible and 4 that are actively harmful and you're forced to do if it comes up in your hand. In the game, the main 2 mechanics and everything else are built on are purification and corruption, because you're not fighting or killing creatures, you're purifying them of their corruption. Purification harms your enemies and heals you and your allies, and corruption harms you and your allies and heals your enemies, plus overcharges them with corruption, causing them to do special abilities that are bad for you.
Can you be overcharged with purification to do special abilities? No, okay.
I think there's some kind of relic you can get where if you over purify yourself enough, it applies half of that as purification to your enemies. Can be helpful with the Moth of Randomness if she keeps randomly hitting herself more than is necessary. So that prelude out of the way, let's all watch together as Linda plays. But before we go too deep into it, which, oops, I accidentally clicked on it, I wanted to make sure that we could be in it while the screen was correct, and I want to make sure, what do people hear in terms of the Astrea music in the background? Is the Astrea music playing but also not echoing through our microphone? I tried to put it at a volume where when you hear the computer volume, it's hearable to you, but that it's not that hearable to us, so that it doesn't go into the microphone.
Hear it, but it's quiet.
Okay. Well, maybe it'll be okay to put it to 24 then. Okay. I've put it to 24 now.
Did that help?
And
or is that...
maybe it's a little less quiet now. And I'm just trying to make sure it doesn't get picked up by the mic, because when we had it on before a little bit louder, it was being picked up by the mic, and then there was probably going to be an echo.
Okay,
so
now
Linda, you can go to a new game.
So I'm going to go into a new game.
Also, I had to make it not full screen so that we could see the chat sometimes, but that does cut off the bottom a little bit, which is probably an issue, so I'm going to try to move it up. So, the first character is Mooney, the Astral Disciple. I suggest not playing Orion or Sothis. I'll talk about them a little, and we can see what Linda and chat think. So Mooney is an owl, and Mooney's deal is that Mooney is the starter. Mooney is the starter character because Mooney has the ability to turn a corruption action into a purification action that is one of your actions. So if you roll a bad action, you can turn it into an equal good action once per turn. So the shark to the left, Solarius, often can like buff up. Sometimes does like attacks that also harm himself. Over to the right of Mooney is Hevelius, the ancient warden, who gets these little allied sentinels and starts with 2 of them, whereas normally it takes a while before you can get them. And then the last one that I think is even remotely possible is the Moth, Astrea, who just does random stuff to random targets, and sometimes you don't know if it's going to be purification or corruption.
And these other 2 are pretty complicated, so
Orion has like orbs that you're constantly shifting between that do different things, and Sothis can has a chance to like keep the die when you use it and re-roll it, and then also like builds up this bar from doing things on the same turn that then can be used for something else.
I don't want to do one of the super complicated ones when I'm just learning the game. So I think these 4
I think those
legit.
4 are possible for a new player. The reason why Mooney is the first one is because it's more forgiving. It's less powerful of overall combos, maybe more forgiving if you can turn a corruption into a purification if you need to.
So we have like this one. What kind of animal is Helvius? Because I guess we have owl, shark, moth, and
So Kojo is wondering, is Sothis the capital of Nethys? So it is the capital of Osirian. That is correct. It is also the name of a character in Fire Emblem Three Houses, and that's because it is a deity.
Oh, Numbat preferred before is easier to hear us over it.
Oh,
so.
okay. Yeah, I'll put it down.
All right, there we go. So who do folks want to be? Me to be. I can be the owl, the shark, the moth, or the deity. You said Helvius is?
Or no, Sothis is like a little Anubis thing.
Yeah.
Cavalius, I mean, if
what?
you press A to look into it, it's kind of like a Triceratops.
Okay, so.
Well, you went back a little bit there.
I think we both pressed back or something happened.
Alright, so, Numbat suggests the owl Mooney, the astral disciple, is the easiest one.
Yeah, I'm down for
Also,
that.
I will give one overall strategy advice, which is that it is probably very good to pick up. They usually let you pick between like a safe die that's only good, but all of it is kind of lousy. A balanced die that is like 3 or 4 good, but not that good, and 2 that are pretty bad. And the risky die where 2 are outstanding and 4 of them are terrible.
So having one risky die.
It's usually good
Mooney?
to get one really good risky die. Mooney might be able to get more than one, but for most people to get one really good risky die, then gather star chips, which are the currency for the first level, and right in the final set of choices of where you go before the boss that you have hoarded star chips and not spent them, go to a store, rewrite some of the risky bad faces of your risky die, as many as you can while still having enough for a duplication into not being bad, and then duplicate it so that you then have 2 extremely powerful dice.
Yeah, there's a duplication.
Then in later levels, you can hopefully gather enough money to rewrite one more bad side of one of the 2, and then duplicate that one, so you now have 2 of the even better version, 1 of the slightly worse version.
That seems legit.
So I recommend that because I wanted my first try with all of the characters by doing that, although with Mooney I didn't know I needed to save up, so I didn't do quite as well.
So let's see, Mooney the Astral Disciple, complexity 1 star. An academic, as the Astrium is Noctua and Grimoire, I'm not sure what that means, with the planet Noctua. Coming from a lineage of scholars, Mooney has always searched for the lost knowledge of the star system. Her Astrium has been passed down through the generations as a family relic. With her wisdom, she is capable of improving dice and turning adversity into an advantage.
Don't raise your anomaly level. I don't think that we can...
Oh, I see. That's like a...
Yeah, and we can't do the Astrea level because we've not entered Astrea's heart, although you may be forced to do that if you win because I unlocked it when I beat it with every character. I do not know what is in
Okay, so I'll just say play with Moody. I don't need to increase the anomaly level, which is presumably a difficulty setting.
Alright, here we go. Tainted Reef is chapter 1. So you get to, so this is a new thing at the beginning. Pick the star telescope as the black hole is both positive and negative. It's very good, but the negative one could be too negative for you, potentially, I think.
Yeah. Alright, so increase purification dealt by safe die by 1.
Safe and starter will do 1 more purification.
What are safe die? Are they the ones
safe
that
are the ones that are
easiest?
bad but don't have any negatives.
After the first draw phase of each battle, when drawing your initial hand, risky die are drawn first.
So you always start with risky die at the beginning. And then...
Does the die keep its risky classification even after you've improved it? Okay.
If you first got it as risky, it's risky.
Every 3 times you deal purification, apply 1 light shield to a random target.
So every 3 separate instances, which means if if you have a multi-hit, that counts as multiple. It'll put 1 block that blocks corruption on a random target. Could be the enemy, so they can't heal and buff themselves up. It'll just sort of randomly put shields up.
Okay.
So you can either make your starting dice and safe dice do 1 more purification. You can put up shields every 3 instances of purification that you create. Or you can start with risky die, which right now you do not have, so it won't help you until later.
But I guess you eventually, though... So I can purify the risky die, but then if I'm always spending it for that, then I won't be able to purify the others. But I generally would want to draw my risky die.
Yes, there's also some benefit to harming yourself if you don't go over the edge, which I'll get into when there's a battle and you can see your bar.
But just based on the idea that I can invert a bad thing into a good thing, it seems like this is probably the best one for me.
It's definitely good at the start. Obviously, it won't help you later on, but
right,
then again, having your best dice near the end of your first set of things isn't great either. So, but the others will help you throughout the battle. But yes, if you do that risky strategy I suggested, at least at the point where you've overwritten most of it, it's definitely what you want to draw first. So you can decide which of these you like.
This seemed to synergize most with the strategy you were talking about, but I guess I don't know how many draw phases does a battle typically have.
I mean, it depends. The top one is obviously strong now because your only things are starter dice, and the Stardust Garb is more like kind of okay at all times, and then the one in the bottom left is good later once you've already got your stuff set up. So any of them is good.
And well, if I don't know how many phases there are gonna be, like what percentage of the time that's gonna benefit.
Or like draw phases happens every turn, so it's how many turns?
Yeah, but how many turns is in a typical battle? It's just
I don't know. Like it could be like 10, but I've won sometimes against a boss on the second turn when I had a ridiculous combo, which Mooney is not known for. Mooney is known for being reliable with and not getting killed.
What does chat think?
Let's see. I can check what chat thinks. So chat has said there are no backpacks at all. Yes, well, Astrea won over the backpacks. Yeah, and Garland says this is visually appealing in the menu screens. Yeah, it has a really nice aesthetic, I think. So chat hasn't actually commented because they have no idea what this game is.
Yeah, well, I don't have much idea what this game is either.
Sextant.
Alright, we're doing it.
Alright, we're doing
Someone has an
will
opinion.
not help you at all for now.
But will help me later.
Yes.
Alright.
So you're forced to choose up to 2 dice, but you can say no by holding B if you hate them
I'm not going to do that. Oh, here's a risky
So
one.
hold on. I think press X to inspect the dice.
Alright, so X to inspect. Well, I want a risky one. Let's see.
Let's see if we can tell. So this Eureka converts up to 2 dice from your hand for the rest of the run.
Whoa.
Changes the corruption to purified. That's a great one to start with.
Yeah, so this is a...
I got one of them later on. It was not that helpful. Oh, now one of the issues with this one is that this Dissolve Heart, which cannot be forged away, is horrifically bad. Is possibly run ending. However, being able to permanently turn the negative things in all of your other dice into positive things for the rest of the run is outstanding.
And these are giant
It could allow you to even want to get the Mooney specific one that just has very high corruption on every face. Because it can start turning into very high purification.
So this is unforgeable. That means that I can't change it out for something else.
It can be re-rolled, but it cannot be permanently removed into something else at the
Can it be inverted?
No, there is no inversion of Lose a Heart.
Okay.
There is a ability to re-roll, which you may or may not have available.
This definitely seems
I've
risky.
had a thing with a heart on it, lose a heart before, and never lost a heart to them because I was able to re-roll.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna take this one. I think.
Yeah, go for it. Press, end the inspect, and then you can press A to select it.
And
if
then
you have that, you may want to consider getting another one. So you can check out Excruciatus plus by pressing X to see what it does. So this one deals 5 corruption to any target, and then applies Serenity to a random enemy where they just take more purification for the rest of the battle from everything. So all of these deal massive corruption.
Yes.
Now, if you have that, because you also have Eureka, and you're guaranteed to draw them together, if Eureka goes to a change, you could permanently change that red to a blue, while also putting Serenity on the enemy.
This seems like it's very dangerous, but
it's
funny.
Very dangerous. Do you want to get it?
I'm gonna do it.
Given that you have Eureka, you can get more risky.
Look, I'm gonna do this, and if it all falls apart, it'll be funny, and we can try another run.
Okay, yeah, sure.
All right.
We're doing it. All right, first battle. A normal battle gives 50 star shards. All right, so this guy is Thorns. Now let me explain your health bar and the fact that Thorns means you'll get corrupted by 1 every time you do anything to him.
Okay.
Okay, so this bar up here, scroll up to it, is your health bar. Don't use Virtue yet. But also
convert 1 die from your hand until the end of the enemy's turn.
So do not convert this one.
Yes.
Even though it would be able to do 5 damage, because I'm going to need to explain why not to do it. What does that do again? Enhance a die from 1 to a 6. Okay, so this bar is your health bar. Do you see how there are 6 blue things, and then it goes to your face?
Okay, so is this like a shield?
These 6 blue are like your hit points that you don't permanently lose a heart for the entire level.
Understood.
And when they go down, you get special powers.
Okay.
That means if you use this 5 on yourself, as long as you have a way to heal it back before you take this 3, you will actually get all your special powers. I strongly suggested due to that horrible heart being there. Otherwise, you would want to convert this into a 5 attack and attack the enemy with it.
Because I'm going to have to eventually play all of my dice?
Only the bad ones.
Okay.
So I suggest dealing 5 corruption to yourself so that you will activate all of your powers.
Seems legit. All right.
So now take a look at what your powers are. Draw draws a die.
So I might as well do
4
that,
purifies an enemy. Don't do that yet because it will thorn you. 2 re-rolls up to 2 dice. So you might as well draw a die and then re-roll the forging one.
Yep.
Oh no, sorry, I mean not the re-roll the heart one.
The heart
one.
It's
gonna do a horrifically bad thing to you.
Okay.
So re-roll, or so draw a die. Okay, great. Now I suggest using your re-roll on the.
Because I'm not gonna draw anything else here.
Oh wait, check what the. Go up to the jellyfish and press X on him.
It's gonna
press X on him. This is what he could have.
Oh, I see. So 3.
So 3 is actually one of the least bad options because the other one's also harms himself.
It harms himself or harms me for more. So 3 is actually the weakest thing on his die.
Yeah,
so,
don't re-roll it. But that's what I wanted you to check. So when you go to the re-roll power up top, then I suggest picking only the heart.
Yeah, because the other ones seem legit. So I will re-roll.
The other ones have some negative sides too, and you managed to dodge them. To play, press Y when you're done selecting things.
Okay, awesome.
Alright, now it will merely corrupt you for 3.
There you go.
Now that's not great, but if you could, oh no, not convert. If you use one of these enhance, that should change the 1 purify on that into 6. Select light shield and play it. Select light shield and then press Y.
Press Y to activate that?
Now if you use that on yourself, you should have all of your hit points back, plus also 1 shield. So you should. You don't use it on the jellyfish. Use it on yourself.
Oh yeah, that's my healing one. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, it can be used on either.
Yeah, no, but I mean now that's my way to heal. Okay, so then.
So here's what you have left: an enhance that won't do anything, a mandatory 3 damage to yourself, and a 4 damage to the enemy that will deal 1 damage to you because of the enemy's thorns. So count it out. If you take, do you have to do the 3 damage to? Wait, actually, see if this.
Yeah, so
can you convert the 3 damage to yourself?
Convert 1 die from your hand until the end of the enemy's turn. Change. Yeah, I think I should be able to do that.
I think you can because it's not a heart. So select it in there,
and then press Y to convert.
I suppose you could have used that, but it wouldn't have been enough healing without the other one. So now it's not necessary, and it's not too useful.
But it's not harmful either.
It can't be enhanced, but you can do the mandatory 4 damage to the enemy, thus getting yourself thorned, and then heal it back with the heal 3.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, this is
I guess you didn't need the heal 3 because you had a
shield.
A shield. No, these are not mandatory because they're not bad. If it's glowing red and it's bad, it's mandatory.
Okay, understood. Well,
so
I might as well heal
myself. Neither of these will do anything, so you could just LB an army to enter.
I'm not at full. There's one thing here, right? I'm down by 1, right? Because this thing isn't.
No, that's different. That's your once per turn power.
No, but I mean these blue thingies here. There's one that's not blue.
What? No, that's your once per turn power convert. But use
it
so you can see. Use it on yourself and you'll see.
Yeah, I see.
That's telling you whether your convert is available or not. Alright, so end your turn, he will hit you for 3, which will give you...
I press LB plus RB to end my turn.
Yes, and it will hit you for 3, giving you 2 of your powers back. And that's how it works. Note that it took 5 because of its serenity.
So why are these ones red?
What?
Is that when they're damaged?
They're not red. Red is the damage that you're missing 3 of your 6.
Gotcha. Okay, so
take a look at what things will happen here.
So I can re-roll up to 2 die from any target. If you re-roll at least 1, you heal yourself. That seems legit.
This deals 1 to all, which note that
is not good because
when he thorns you, you'll heal it back because it deals 1 to all.
Oh right, because thorn is 1 damage.
Yes, and it says this thorn is 1, and it deals 1 to all, which includes you.
What is that other symbol next to the thorn?
That is the serenity. So enemy will actually take 2 damage from this 1 damage because you serenity him with your risky.
I'll go ahead and do this. Then.
Your risky serenity die. So you see that that kind of canceled the damage with the purification.
So I can then heal I can re-roll up to 2 die from any target. What are on these ones? Like this one doesn't seem that useful.
It's got a 1 to all,
1 to any,
1 to enemies, and 1 to self.
Okay, well I might as well re-roll this one.
Might as well re-roll that because
nothing it does is going to be.
Nothing is worse with 1 enemy in this battlefield.
And
check
then
that one
with
with X to see what it has. So you probably might not want to re-roll that.
I'll leave it because 2 is second best.
Although you have nothing to convert, even if it turns into a 3 of bad.
Oh yeah, that's right. Then I can convert it. Okay, so I will go ahead and do this. So I will re-roll this, but probably actually this is
That's 4 to itself to heal itself.
Yeah,
that's not too bad.
That's not terrible, and there's ones that hurt me too.
It's not gonna overcharge until it heals itself for 6.
And I'll
you
reroll.
can see that, right?
Yeah, I'll reroll both of these.
All right, then put them both in there and press Y only after.
Because I was gonna reroll this one, right? This one.
Yes,
yeah,
because you're Moony and you still have your once per turn.
So I will hit reroll on that, and then
they both improved. So you are only missing 1 at this point. And that is just a strict fine because it heals you back the damage from your thorns.
Yep, and then I'll use this one.
And so, take a look what you can do. So, I think you win.
Yeah, because
I think you win by using Virtue
I will deal
and the one
Virtue,
at the bottom.
yeah. So Virtue damages, and then...
And because of Serenity, I think you win.
Yeah, because it'll do 1 more damage than Ellipsis. There we go.
And you see it turned into a friendly jellyfish and ran away. You're not actually hurting it.
Corruption Purified.
Alright.
So I probably can't afford to have 1 more completely wrecked die.
Yeah, so by the way, Dark Side is that when you draw a die that has a corruption, that's 12, is when you draw a die that has a corruption, it'll corrupt 12 more.
Whoa.
And then you convert it, obviously.
Yeah.
But now, if you check what Research does, I don't remember, press X to see what it does.
Increase Enhance Effectiveness.
I see. You probably don't need
that one,
you could hold B to skip. It's kind of not visible at the bottom because of the way that I made the screen so that we could see chat.
Okay, sounds good.
Alright. So now you can see what Ascend and Twilight Sigil are to see if they're worth it as well.
Yeah, because this one doesn't have another Death Heart on it, so it's potential to consider. Alright.
Creatures with Twilight Sigil will receive X purification whenever a die is converted.
Oh.
So basically...
Whenever I change the thing...
Every time you use your convert, which you might not be able to do every
turn,
it'll take 5 damage. I don't know if that's worth it in the build that you have.
Corruption, yeah. So then let's see...
So you can see if Ascend is any good, though, over there.
Let's see what this one's deal is. This is enhancing...
All dice. So it's good if you have 1 value on your purification, which you probably
won't. Want corruption to all targets. And then Restoration is...
Is just a heal with reroll.
Yeah.
Which, like, isn't completely terrible if you want to have... it's the one that, if you reroll, it heals yourself for a certain amount. The one you have one that's similar to that.
Yeah. I don't know.
If you skip, you get star chips.
Maybe I'll just skip then, since I'm kind of on the fence.
Yeah, that makes sense, because it makes it harder to get your other stuff. So, I highly recommend star chips. So
that you can take more star chips. There we go.
So you'll be able to afford to do the thing at the end.
Yes.
All right, now this battle, take a look what that 2 red thing is underneath of this little
All right, how do I see what it does?
Go up to the fish and then press X.
And then press X, okay.
So when it is below or equal to half of corruption, all of its corruption values from its die is increased by 2.
So it's going to get very dangerous
when you take 15 damage. And you can look at its die to see what it looks like now.
That's presumably not the worst thing on the die.
Is one of the weakest things. It has AoE 1 corruption to all targets, 3, 2, and 1.
Yeah.
And they will go up to 3 AoE, 5, 4, and 3 when it's angry.
That's gonna get messy. Okay, so let's take a look what we got down here.
So, you got a Eureka. Take a look at what are these 2 dice. That's your Excruciatus and your Minor Enhance. I suggest Eureka and your Excruciatus because you're likely to double it. So, I highly suggest Eureka.
What's up to 2 dice?
Oh, you're right.
So I do both.
You're right. It's the Eureka Plus. Yes, convert them both. That's outstanding.
All right, so I'm gonna put this up.
So use Eureka and then select both of them, and now they both have a really nice thing that's automatically converted. Eureka is part of the reason I thought you shouldn't do the Twilight Sigil because you made it permanently convert enough that
they wouldn't need that. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay,
now,
so
obviously your Enhance won't do much of anything here, and your
I mean, they're purifies.
What? No, it enhances from a 1 to a 6.
Oh, we're right. Okay, understood.
It's fine, though. Doing 6 at this stage of the game is pretty good. You can't use your other powers because there's nothing to convert.
Hurt myself.
It's much better to convert them permanently.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so I'll just stack them. I guess, I mean, like, there's no point in... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this doesn't have thorns or anything. Just let it hit you for 2. You have plenty of hit points.
And I'm not injured enough to use this.
Correct.
Okay, so I'll end my turn.
Alright, you've got it.
There
would have been a tutorial if you, if I hadn't played it first.
Yes, well, you make a good tutorial, so.
Alright, so it's gonna do AoE 1, but that's fine. So, there's a few things you can do here.
I see I have a reroll.
You have a reroll, that will self-heal if you use it. I think the one on the right may be one that is, if you check it, that Stellar Cleanse, I think, could improve
Yeah, let's
if
see
you
what its
press
skill
X
is.
on it.
So it...
Yes, it could improve to all targets. And if it changes to one enemy,
any
it's
target,
equivalent.
input to any target. Yeah, well, it's currently one enemy, right? Or
It's currently all enemy, but there's
and
only
it can be
one
one
enemy.
target or one.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I think it's strictly
it can only
better
improve
against a
or stay
single
the same.
opponent if you reroll
so
it.
yeah, I'll go ahead
Plus
and reroll
it
that
heals
one.
you to reroll it. The others are all in their best phase, I believe.
All right, so go ahead and give that one a go.
There you go, and that healed you.
All right.
So, your only main choice here
is do I want to reroll his thingy?
I mean, that one's fine.
But that's fine. It's not his worst one.
The main thing, since the AoE purification will heal you to full.
Yeah. Do I want to reroll first, which I don't.
No, it is. Do you want to put 2 shield on yourself just so that you'll be at full, or would you rather do 2 damage to this guy and shield him so he doesn't charge up his overdrive and heal himself back? It's usually better to do the shield onto the enemy at this stage because all this will do is 1 damage to you and you have a lot of bars, but you have to decide.
That seems legit. Let's go for it.
And that, because this is going to heal you to full, the AoE one.
Yep.
Also, as you may know,
so exactly how does the shield work?
Now, when it gets corrupted for the next turn, it will ignore that corruption. So it was about to heal itself 1, charge up its overdrive by 1, and damage you by 1.
Yeah,
It will not get its overdrive or any healing because of the fact that you did that. So yeah, you've done everything you can. And it doesn't have thorns, so you might as well. Now that is shining not because it's active, but because it's close to being active.
Okay, understood. So...
Alright. The enemy has rolled its highest...
so it's going to be one of my rerolls.
Yes. Now what are your other ones here? You've got the AoE, which is the best that this can be.
Yeah.
You've got this, which is one of the best, but once again, re-rolling it to the 3 of damage would give you something to convert because you're Moony.
Alright, so I might as well re-roll with this one.
Yes. And you probably want to reroll the enemy and the
the two
because of your being Moony. It's so hard to remember that. Having played the other characters, you would never ever reroll a 2 with somebody else. All right. Well,
it's the same thing. I guess I should have rerolled.
It actually made it worse.
I guess I should have rerolled from that one first, so I had another chance to reroll.
That's true. You can still reroll from Virtue though. You can do it right now. You can still use Virtue. Like it's there. It's that thing.
Oh, I see. It's still available.
Yes.
Okay.
It was glowing. It's available. So you can still roll the same 2 because they got a
both
little bit worse. The enemies
try
one
again.
stayed the same. Aha! Now it's convertible.
Now it's converting time. Boop. Because I don't have the permanent conversion, so I will do the temporary conversion.
You have to select it and then press
Alright, then
Y.
press Y. Okay.
Alright. Good shape. Now, this is definitely going to make the enemy stronger, but that's fine because you're blocking 2 of its self-corruption.
Yep, and I might as well do 1 damage.
And taking 3 is acceptable. It will even give you your 4 damage thing.
There
So it's only going to heal back 1. Oh wait, no, right, it was only attacking you, it wasn't an AoE anyway.
Yeah.
Because you got it on its worst thing. Okay, so, I have good news and bad news. The bad news is that you rolled some pretty lousy stuff. Now, however, the Eureka's 4 to all could be changed into a 4 healing to all.
So I think I'm gonna reroll.
You may want to not reroll it because it could reroll to lose a heart.
Oh, that's true, that's true. So I can reroll something else.
True. You could reroll, for example, the minor enhance and this
And then
thing.
this one, yeah. Let's do that.
And then plan on converting the AoE if you want. Okay, so you can enhance
the stellar cleanse
into a 6 stellar cleanse. So your really crappy hand is going to turn great because you can convert
so then I'll convert the 4 into a
damage area corrupt into an area heal. And so now you win.
Yes.
While also massively healing yourself. Okay, that was pretty outstanding turn. Let's see what chat thought of your turn. Purified, it immediately runs away. That's right. Yep, that's right.
Yeah, folks are saying it seems pretty complicated.
It's actually fairly simple, but there's a lot to go to it. So, Downfall Strike does massive damage, or you lose a heart,
I don't
or
think
does
I can afford
corrupt.
to have another one that has losing
can't.
a heart on it.
And what was Ingenious Touch again?
Ingenious Touch is change up to 4 dice in your hand and to purify 1 action.
Oh, right. It's the one that goes with the enhanced build, which you're obviously not using. Yeah. So I think you may want to skip this.
Whee! I like my dice.
Right.
Okay.
So Quick Strike. What is
this
that?
This looks interesting. What is it?
So 7 Purification and Draw.
Ooh.
What's this one over here, though? Unforgeable 4 Corruption.
But it's to any target, so you could corrupt your enemy.
And heal them. Yes.
Or yourself, yeah.
And Overdrive. And
but
then,
you don't, but I'm saying you don't have to, like, damage yourself.
And then there is Deal Corruption to yourself. So here, you would be able to grab a extra draw with Purification, and you have to keep that one, but it can just be converted,
I do like this one.
You could potentially consider taking this. You just want to make sure you don't have too many risky things that
This
are
would definitely be the last risky one I take then. I'm not sure if my risky density is too high.
You may also want to wait for a more hilarious risky thing, depending on your situation.
Yeah, I think maybe I'm being a little risky here. I should take one more
fine.
so I don't quite.
You can skip it, or wait until you Eureka your other risky one a little bit more. Okay. So, now scroll up with the left stick. As you can see, you want to make sure there's a shop in the final set. There is a shop. So you will actually either get a duplication for free. Oh no, that's interesting. Or a shop.
But it's non-epic, isn't the plus version epic?
It's non-epic.
Okay.
Okay, so this, because of the exact way they set this up, they've given you an interesting option here. Normally, you would definitely want to take this final forge shop to do a bunch of forging and then duplicate. But since there's a free duplicate over here, if you took this forge shop, you could do the changes without duplicating and do more powerful changes and then take the free duplicate at the top. Now, this event is usually extremely good, but you don't know what it is, and it might not be useful.
So I could do that then.
The other option would be star chips, and then do the store. But
yeah, I think star chips this sounds fun doing the forging now.
That sounds fun doing the forging now.
Because I was already talking about how I wanted to take more risky stuff, but I couldn't necessarily afford
So go for it. Star chips and forge shop. Alright, so find the coolest things and then put them that you like and then put them on there. Now you have 340. That's very sad because it means you cannot forge a 200 and a 150. So which 200 did you like the most?
Alright, so let's see. Convert all dice from your hand into the enemy's turn. Refresh your virtues.
Those are the thing on the bar. So you get everything on the bar, which includes a draw 1.
I do like that a lot. Or draw 2 dice. So these two are definitely.
So you can either draw 2 flat out, get all your virtues back, which includes the draw 1, the 4 damage. Now there's like one enemy that when you use a virtue, it does something bad to you. But normally the virtues are more versatile. Though obviously drawing 2 is pretty good. When you know that you have.
Maybe I'll do this one.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty nice forge. So select it. Confirm it. Now.
I can pick anything I don't like.
You can pick anything you don't like and forge it. Now,
the thing is that I can permanent convert.
You definitely don't want to do it on the little ones. I strongly suggest either putting it on the Excruciatus's 3-face or putting it on one of Eureka's faces. Depends on which one you're gonna duplicate.
I feel like I would duplicate Excruciatus because it doesn't have a heart death on it.
That makes sense. So you may want then put it on Excruciatus's 3-face.
Yeah, because then it's not the thing that I'm permanently.
That's right.
So here we go.
Confirm. Okay. So
now
you have a few options. You could put the 1 on Eureka, or you could duplicate the Excruciatus now and then duplicate it again.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Let's do that.
All right. Now there is one issue with this that I'm now realizing, which is the fact that you draw all of your risky dice. In one turn is actually really dangerous because this risky die, the artifact you got that makes you draw them all for sure, means that go to duplicate for a second, and you can confirm it. So.
But that's gonna spend it, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Here's the issue, which is that even on a successful gaining of an Excruciatus, like a good roll for you is still gonna have a high corruption.
Yeah, I think it's too dangerous to duplicate yet.
And the problem is that because you can only convert a certain number of things.
So I want to go back and not actually do
Alright, can you press B?
No, that's why I said I don't want to do it. So do I have to do it if you press it?
Okay. Well,
I guess I'll duplicate something else.
Or no, I think just duplicate the Excruciatus and see what happens.
All right.
It'll be fine.
We're living dangerously. Confirm.
It'll be fine.
I was saying I thought it might be better to do this.
You're right. I thought you could go back afterwards.
No.
After looking at the menu.
You can't. All right. Well,
normally it's fine to duplicate one, but I forgot that this was one that literally has to be converted. Do the hard battle.
All right.
It gives you a star blessing.
I'm gonna die. I'm so gonna die.
What does this thing have? This crab.
All right. It has. It's a fallen hermit crab. It has. One less purification, and it also has thorns and in 3 turns it will get more powerful.
Get more powerful in the 3 turns. Okay, cool.
And its actual die, presumably that's its crap roll. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
So Linda, I have great news for you. 3
random target and 1, 2. Is it actual great news or are you being sarcastic?
I mean, it's fine.
I didn't draw the converter.
No, the great news is if you do the 6 damage to yourself, you'll get all your virtues while also canceling its hard skin. Do it to yourself. You
YOLO!
Get all your virtues. See, look, all your virtues, and then you can convert the 7 damage to heal yourself, or you maybe draw first, I guess.
Yeah, I'll draw first. Now I'll convert the 7 damage.
Wait, hold on. You don't actually have to convert the 7 damage. Press B to get out of the convert. All right.
I'm not in convert.
Oh, okay. If you enhance the 1, it turns into an AoE.
Oh yeah.
AoE 6. Now you don't need to use that yet. You could re-roll the Eureka, although the risk of that is it could turn into the heart thing. So you may not want to.
I think that's a little dangerous.
Okay, well in that case, yeah, convert the 7 and get that Serenity like you were saying you were gonna do. And then, convert the 7. So here's the thing: you can use if you use the 7. Oh no, the crab has thorns, so. Okay, you need to use the 6 AoE first, even though having Serenity would be nice. Alright, so now you see you're at that. Now, hold on. Take into account the 1 thorns and the 3 damage you're definitely going to do to yourself.
Yeah, so I can't necessarily afford to do both of these.
Now, if you do the 4 damage to this crab, and then, if you do the
I still have reroll. I could I didn't want to reroll. It might be hard.
If you do the 4 damage to this crab and then damage yourself, you'll get the 4 damage back. And then you could do it again and then heal yourself with the 7, potentially.
That's true.
It does mean the Serenity comes as late as possible, but it could be worth it. It's up to you. So now if you damage yourself, the 4 damage will come back.
Damage yourself with this guy, yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
Because I must. And now the 4 damage.
And you even get to draw.
So let's go ahead and draw first.
There you go. So now if you do the 7 to heal you, or I know, I see, yeah. If you do that first, you'll do less purification, but you'll also be at full, so it may be worth doing the virtue first. And then
I can heal.
Yep, heal yourself with that. Yep, and then you can minor purify. It will actually do 2, I think, because it's -1.
And then he'll thorn back to me.
Oh yeah, so it'll do 2 and you'll get thorn for 1. That may be worth it since it only has 16. It's up to you.
Yeah,
it's only gonna hit you for 1. It's only you kill the crab fast. Which getting 2 Serenity on it is a really good way to do that.
Because it will take extra damage.
Crab is pretty weak at the beginning other than its thorns. Okay, so this is actually excellent again because you can enhance the 1 AoE at the bottom.
So that one's enhanced. I don't have access to this
If you re-roll using the die on the bottom that heals you for 2.
Yeah.
You could
Shouldn't I re-roll with this first?
No, because the die on the bottom heals you for 2.
Ah, right, can I be missing exactly 2. Alright,
so the Miner's Shield could be something better, and its AoE could be something that doesn't do AoE.
Yeah, so let's do that.
I mean, I guess it's gonna hit you harder.
Okay,
now, so if you attack the enemy first, then your Stellar Cleanse will heal you.
Now I don't get to use this because I'm too healed.
You're too good at the game.
Alright, so I will do this.
That'll hit it for 7. And heal you to full. Alright, don't worry, you'll get that and win on the next turn automatically. Because the crab is gonna hit you for 3.
Right, okay.
Alright, you win.
Then...
Oh wait, use Eureka first and then win.
Yes, exactly. Eureka! I improved it!
Yeah, use it. This is so good because it keeps the Serenity at the bottom. You can't even forge it to be like that. You can only Eureka.
I'm just gonna kill it with that.
Yeah, you can. You win.
Boom! It turned into a tiny crab and scuttled
And now
away.
that side is permanently like that.
Yeah, that one's really
Would have
good.
been better to have some of that before forging. Sorry, before duplicating it,
Yeah,
but
you can't.
whatever. Anyway, what is Insight plus plus? I think it's like draw whatever card you want. Or no, I see. Change up to 2 dice from your hand with any type of Purify action with value 1 into draw 3. Oh, I see. So you need a 1 Purify. It's that combo.
Yeah, that's not really
Probably
what I'm going
not.
for. Now what is Shadow Mastery?
Oh, I see.
That won't...
It's
I'm
good
gonna
if you have lots of corruption in your hand, which you probably, hopefully won't.
Yes. I think I'm good with this.
And hoping to gain some things back.
Shield Rebound looks funny.
I think that it is...
It's a reroll
shield,
and
it's not a
purification.
reroll, it's shield, and then your next two or 1 die will go back to your draw pile instead of being discarded so they can potentially come back sooner. And then Defensive Light is a damage and shield with some small corruptions as well.
I think I still have a pretty high corruption density. But this is also not that dangerous.
It's also not that dangerous, and it could be a way to get a reroll
Yeah.
by hurting yourself so you can get the first reroll.
That's
ability.
true. It's a pretty safe
Because
way to
it's
hurt
so
yourself.
small.
Yeah, let's do this.
What a weird thing. Okay, so this is if you don't play a die, it deals 2 corruption to all enemies. This thing is if you're literally...
What do you mean? Oh, I said
At the
for
end
each
of
die
your
in your
turn.
hand. Yeah, okay.
If you're literally sitting at the point where you cannot take more corruption or you're screwed, like in that last fight where you dealt yourself 6 at the start, you do 2 additional purification with all sources, and this one is start by drawing 1 additional die at the beginning of the very beginning of the fight.
I mean, it seems like starting with 1 more die would probably be pretty good. Like, these are more situational.
They are. And if you think, well, I can just keep sitting at the bottom, when you get the heart crush, you go back to full health on the health bar, so you won't keep sitting there.
Ah, yeah, okay.
I've definitely gotten value out of that weird ring, but it's hard to do. And I've definitely gotten value out of the, oh, don't play it and just do 2 AoE. I think also since the artifact does it, it doesn't trigger thorns. But that being said, the phase satchel is pretty nice. Especially since your first turn is a hectic turn where you have tons of risky dice.
So I'm gonna take the 1 more die.
Alright, so you need to take the left one so that you can get to
the duplicate
if you want to duplicate. Or if you're not ready to duplicate it again yet, you could do a remove a die and you could do remove first.
And forge. Well, I don't have that much money, so I'd rather probably go this way and duplicate.
Yeah, that probably makes sense. And then duplicate the one that got Eureka.
Yes.
Which is that one.
This one up here.
It's got 3 out of 6 that are positive. That are fully positive.
Playing with fire.
Hugely playing with fire. Speaking of which, at this shrine, I want you to sacrifice one of your hearts.
Sacrifice a heart to gain a star.
You're gonna get him all back after this boss unless you lose 2
Well, that
hearts.
was an ominous picture. Alright.
Okay, so whenever an enemy die is re-rolled for any reason, they take 5 purification.
I like that.
Every 8 times you deal purification to enemies, gain 1 boost where you'll draw an extra die next turn.
That's also legit.
And every 8 times you play a starter die, which you're hopefully going to remove at some point,
Yeah.
you do have a bunch now, deal 6 purification to all targets, keep the counter between battles.
Alright, so...
They're all good, so you can decide which one you want.
I like this one, I think.
Then, sure, take Trickster Cross. Alright, first boss.
Sanctuary Parasite
of the Tainted Reef.
How's it going in chat? Let's check.
Let's see what chat thinks. Maybe they've been able to figure it out more since then. Alright. What they're saying, what could go wrong? Koja says there a reason you would want to corrupt yourself?
Yeah, because when you damage yourself, you can
you can
use
get your stuff back.
The powers on.
Also,
the
they were like being 10 tickets short on Chuck E. Cheese of doing 2 changes instead of 1. Changing them to a 1 purification is better than nothing. But alright, so this is the Leshy. It's been corrupted, but you can turn it into a friendly Leshy.
I want to turn it into a friendly
Okay,
Leshy.
so one of the issues you have here is you have a lot of damage. So let's take a look. Eureka is dangerous to reroll. So you
I'm gonna use it to damage myself so I can do other stuff.
So here's the issue, though.
Yeah.
There is an issue. One of the issues you have is that rerolling these is not like that likely to help you. So, but yeah, if you damage yourself, and also the highest gain would obviously be if you rerolled the Eureka
and it gave me the conversion.
And it gave you the conversion. So you may want to consider
trying it.
You may want to consider trying to 5 damage yourself with one.
Yeah.
And that should give you that and an extra draw.
So let's go ahead and take the draw now.
Yeah, take it now. That makes sense. Okay, that turns 1 purify into 6, which you do not have.
Have right now, yes.
Oh, check what this guy has, by the way.
Oh yeah, see if I deal 2 corruption to you and minimize, then it decreases your
next purification draws to 1. Although you're drawing corruption, don't worry. And now check what it's got on the bottom, other than the serenity you just placed.
Activate.
Every 6 separate times you purify it, it will activate it will play its die and not lose the die.
I see.
Also, if it heals itself for even 4, it will get doomed. Okay, so you've got a few.
So let me see what this die does. So
the minimize is probably one of the least disruptive things that it does, even though that is very annoying.
Yeah.
Because you have enhance with Mooney.
So then, in that case.
So since you're fighting the boss, and it's the first level where it's possible to have 2 hearts in the boss, you may actually be okay with the lose a heart because you're gonna get them all back after the boss.
Yeah.
So maybe worth it to reroll the Eureka and like the 7 corruption, keeping the 8 corruption for a tasty. Wait, actually, see which one. See if one of them, by pressing X on them, has more good faces. Because one of these might be your good one. This one has 3.
This is the better one, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, that's probably good.
We're doing it.
I guess if you'd reroll. Oh.
Oh.
Great. Now,
I actually don't even have 2 right now.
Yeah, you had to play the other one to get the reroll.
Yeah. That's fine.
Great. Now you can turn the 8 into a permanent.
We're doing
8, it. A permanent 8.
I was just
damage.
making sure there's no other way I can get another one of these things that will
There's
let me
not.
roll something else. Alright, that's fine.
Permanent 8 damage or healing for yourself. All right, there you go. So now, obviously you're gonna want to start by using the serenities.
Yes, absolutely.
On the enemy. I suggest using the shield on yourself.
Myself, yep, because my hit points are.
That healed you to full, and now this 4 will actually do 7.
Boom!
Wow, you did almost half on the first turn. This is much stronger than when I played Booney.
Alright, here we go.
This super risk turn. You didn't even need to use your
I
corrupt. I mean, not your corrupt, your convert.
My conversion, yeah.
Alright, you're minimized. Alright, so one of those things is minimized to a 1. And a lot of them were 1, but because of your high amount of serenity, this turn is still going to be okay. Now, keep in mind that during this turn, he is going to play the 2 damage and minimize on you, but that's going to be okay.
Alright, well, I might as well pink at him with this.
I suggest pinking at him with this shield thing first, so that
his corruption.
He doesn't get to corrupt himself, potentially, and then uses the AoE last to heal yourself from when he attacks you. That's my suggestion.
Makes sense. Boop, boop, boop. Vengeance.
Now you can use the AoE to heal yourself back 1. And yes,
I didn't need to use those dice.
You didn't, because you drew only safe starting dice, and none of them rolled their corrupt value. Alright, minimize.
A little.
Okay.
Alright,
so you have an enhance in there, which could enhance the shield one, I guess.
Yeah, let's do it.
Or actually, if you undo the enhance with B, you could potentially reroll the enemy and this die.
Oh,
yeah. If that turns into an AoE, it could turn to a 6.
Right, okay, let's
also,
do
if you
also, rerolling the enemy is good.
Since it's Purify, or since it's Serenity, it may do 8. We can see if that's what happens or not. Yes, it did do 8. And you did get you got exactly what you would have wanted with the enhance.
Alright, so I can smack him also.
Yes. And I think you win, because you enhance the 1 AoE and then you win on that. You probably won anyway, but it's fine. By re-rolling the enemy.
Bye, Leshy!
So you will get 150 star chips. Now it's a happy Leshy. You can see
gain
it over
a Sentinel.
You gain a Sentinel. You gain an epic die, a black hole blessing, and recover all your hearts. So, press, you need to use X to investigate. So this guy does 1 free purification, which Serenity will boost every turn. Now, also press Y on it to see what it's got. It looks like, is that a convert?
I think so. Hold on.
So press Y and then...
Oh, press Y and then X. Okay.
Yes. So you may like that one because it has the ability to convert a second one of your things if it draws the conversion.
Yeah, I like that
And it has an auto damage. This one over here, the unknown device, let's see what it does.
It's random every time it's drawn. It can be anything.
It's completely random, and then it has something on the bottom that I don't know what it is. You can, go back with Y to its... Oh, no, I see. You can scroll down there, too.
Yeah, it was... Okay. At the start of your turn, all targets are purified 1.
Oh, I see. So it automatically deals 1 to everything.
That feels a little too random to me.
Random.
I like this
what is the
lunar
adaptive
refractor.
courier?
I think that's the... Has a draw 1, and then let's see.
Yeah. It's got a...
Oh, actual... Wait. Choose a die from your draw pool to draw and roll.
Yeah, so draw 1 of your choice, but only 1 in 6. 1 of the bounce back with 1 healing, and then a 3-2-1-1 healing. And this does 1 damage automatically and has 2 converts.
Yeah, I do like conversion and messing around, so I think I'm gonna take the lunar refractor.
Sounds good. Grab it. You've got a Sentinel.
I got a friend!
It's an auto turn. Now you get these ultimates.
Okay, so
check them
Let's see what this is.
Scholar charge +++.
Scholar charge ++.
It deals 1 purification to any target, deals 5 additional for each die enhanced. So it's part of the enhanced build that you're not exactly
I'm not doing, Let's check
High
this
guard is a large amount.
This is everything converts, which I don't probably need that much conversion since I'm... So I'm probably gonna go with high guard.
So yeah, that converts multiple things, which would be great on your first turn when you have a million risky die, but you're not guaranteed to draw the epic one on your first turn. In fact, you're unlikely to.
Draw it because of the conversion.
High guard gives you massive guard plus also often a draw.
Yeah, I'm gonna take high guard.
That's great. All right, now be very careful about these.
All right, draw 1 additional die per turn at the start of each battle.
You cannot take that one because of what you're doing with your first turn.
All right, draw 1 additional die per turn at the start of each battle. Add 3 wound hex die to your draw pool. Wound hex are die with
they're literally negative. They're like bad, but you will draw 1 extra per turn. So
run 1 extra per turn at the start of each battle. Add by 1 thorn to regiment.
Thorn is really annoying. This is like normally I would take the stunned, but not with your build.
Yeah.
You may want to consider having 3 negative dice in your. Let's see. So if you're drawing 1 extra. The problem is that it goes from 14 up to 17.
Yeah.
And how many do you normally draw? I'm forgetting now at this point. Is it like 4?
I think.
So normally it would take you about 4 turns to go through this. With because it would take you would go 4, 4, 4, and then you have 2 left over. If you do 5 out of 17,
now I'm thinking I should have taken the conversion one, but I didn't know.
Yeah. So, if you don't take any more dice because of what you're doing, you may want to have to skip this, even though drawing extra is very, very good.
Yeah, I can skip. Yeah, this seems too dangerous. Alright. Moving on.
Alright, welcome to the Astropolis Ruins. Let's see what chat thought about that whole temptation. Alright. Unknown device looks fun.
Yes.
Yes, unknown device is hilarious.
It is hilarious. I'm still
okay, Linda, so, you have 400 money, but they do not have the other shops. So, I believe that your best bet is probably going to be this thing and then the removal, but you could take star chips as a second bet, but this is often worth around 100 star chips worth of random stuff.
Alright, we're doing it.
Okay. Here's what it is.
You see a tall statue with a Dice Smith mask on. Everyone knows what Dice Smith mask looks like. It's a strong Eridanian raising a hammer and one-handed die, and others, you approach the statue, you see a place to pray and an inscription. The truly selfless will find great luck.
I guess the black hole wouldn't have been as bad. So, you can either gain 4 dice that you have to gain whatever they give you, and each one has a 10% chance of being an epic, or you can pay 100 to do the same thing, but each one has a 20% chance of being an epic, or you get nothing by leaving.
I think I'm gonna spend the money and have more chance of getting an epic.
Alright, let's see if you got an epic. On average, you probably might. Oh, I see. You can keep spending. Now there'll each be a 30% chance.
Oh, I see. Well, there isn't a shop here, so...
That's true.
Maybe I should just bring the chance up.
Sure. Now there is a 30% chance of being an epic.
Do I want to continue?
It's up to you. This game is all about...
I could get up to 50... I spent all my money and get up to 50% chance
you would expect to find 2 epics at that point.
We're doing it!
Alright, we're spending all your money.
We're doing it!
Alright, let's see how many epics
We're faithful! Let's see what happens.
Okay. They looked very glowy. Go up, scroll up, and then click on Dice Pool. Okay. Check RB all the way to the right there, your newest. Okay.
Aha!
You gained Ascend. I don't know what that is.
Let's see. I think this is the one. I think this is one where ones become...
Enhance all your dice.
Yes.
Yes. You got the owl.
The Scholar Charge.
Yeah.
So these actually are Enhancer
Yes,
and get
totally
one based
are.
on Enhancer.
You got Shield Boomerang.
Apply
Applies
light shield to any target.
And then it comes back to your draw pool. And then scroll left one. There should be one more. Obsessed Analysis
What
Plus.
is this one? Apply light shield to any hard.
But you gain a wound hex die
Yes.
to your draw pool. That one's kind of annoying, but and the epics were both not for your build, but that's okay.
You know what? That's what
You
you
did
do.
get 2 epics.
Mm-hmm.
You do have enhances.
I do have enhances.
Yeah.
That's true.
And honestly, doing 3 Serenity to the enemy while having 1s makes the 1s less crappy, so you may not have to get rid of the 1s. Alright,
Yes.
there you go.
I think I won't get rid of the ones now because of that. All right, so here we go.
Okay, get rid of something. Could be the guard that adds a wound die to you. If
I
you
think
want.
actually I might do that
Sure.
because like having ones that
It's
can be
on
enhanced is
page 3.
useful. I mean that was also not an epic, so that
Yep.
makes sense. There we
Alright,
go.
There you go.
Battle time.
Okay. There's 3 enemies. You finally get to see what happens when there's multiple enemies. Okay. So, I have good news and bad news.
Yes.
So, let's start with the good news. The good news is that Excruciatus is an 8 of
Yes.
healing, and that you could potentially turn this 4 into like an AoE 4.
Yes.
So that is good news.
Mm-hmm.
The other random news is that you almost certainly need to put that 5 of corruption
on
onto
yourself. Yes. So I might start with that.
Sure. That will give you all of your power-ups, including a draw.
So let's start with it. Then let's do the draw. Yep.
Okay. So there's nothing to do that on. So,
So I can
here's
turn
the
this
thing.
into
you could re-roll. You could re-roll some stuff if you want.
I probably will want to reroll, but I need to think about
And
what I
you're
want
likely
to
to eventually want to heal yourself with the... Oh, interesting. Yes, if you turn the AoE, then it will heal you nearly up to full on its own.
But it will, yeah.
And then you wouldn't have to play the light shield one heal on yourself.
Correct.
Although having a light shield is pretty cool.
But there's also this one to deal with.
It totally is. You've got rerolls. So you have to decide what you'd like to reroll.
Well, maybe I'll reroll. Let's see.
If you reroll an enemy one, they also take 5, and the one with Serenity
nasty,
takes
yeah.
6.
Okay, so I'm gonna check which die this one is.
Oh yeah, it's one that only has 2.
It has only
that
2
are
good ones. So
positive.
this reroll is probably not as good.
It'll just do less corruption.
I could reroll the Eureka and convert this, also.
If it turns into a Eureka, because 4 of them are negative. One of which is the hard.
Yeah, let me see. Though
Question.
I thought four to all was the most dangerous thing though.
It is, but 4
Other
to
than
all.
hard- yeah, this
4 to
one.
all healing is the best conversion.
Yeah. Okay. So, so this one. Yeah, that's the thing, right?
Well, the good thing about the 7 corruption one is that it's not as much corruption as you think if you use the light shield first.
Yes.
So if you hit an enemy with 5 and then 4 light shield and then put the 7 corruption on the enemy, they will only be healed for...
That's true.
They will only be healed for 3. And then you could put this 7 corruption onto it, it will only be healed for 3.
Yeah, okay. Now I can go ahead and
You
convert.
can convert, yeah.
Conversion time.
Yep. I would play the 8 damage first, but convert
Yeah.
this. Because then someone will have a Serenity.
Yes. I can make this one very peaceful.
Yes.
Very peaceful.
Well, it randomly gives it and gave it to that one.
Oh,
And
yeah,
now
you
you can Eureka.
And now my friend over here.
Okay, your friend could do 1, which would be 2 to this one, or 3 to that one, and then you can do 4, which would be 5 to this one, or 6 to that one. So you won't kill either of
way,
them.
yeah. But I can at least get that one down to 1, and then
Sure.
anything will kill it later.
And if you wait, what can this become? Oh, I see. It might become a 3.
It might become a 3 corruption.
Yeah. It's unlikely to become the 3 purification.
It's just as likely to be good as
Yes.
bad, so I'll just leave it as
In
is.
fact, it would have been worse, but I think you Eureka'd that
Yeah.
that 3
All right.
purification.
So,
There you go.
There
You're
we
gonna
go.
get smacked, and with this guy's gonna doom, and this guy's gonna put up 2 shadow shield. But they did activate your this thing, and then this guy's at 1, so if he gets randomly hit by your auto turret, he will die.
He did. Hooray!
He did.
Good job, Auditor.
Which blew up and dealt damage to you.
Alright, well, my health hasn't been in better shape in the past, but I can
But you
enhance.
do have an enhance. Oh, you can draw first.
Yeah, let's draw first.
Okay. Oh, and that's ready for
Deal purification for every die enhanced during this battle. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to start with an enhancement.
Alright. Enhancement. And this guy gave a convert. Oh, right. You can also reroll these potentially into a convert. That's another thing.
Yeah, it is a convert, yeah.
Yeah, I mean on the first turns. On those deadly first turns. Okay. So,
So I've already done the draw. I've not done deal 4 purification to an enemy. I do need to heal, certainly.
What's this guy's specials that he has? He has 2 of Shadow Shield, so he's going to ignore the first 2. When defeated, apply 2 Doom to all targets. Okay, that will make the enemies deal more. At the start of its turn, it increases its over-corruption by 1. But it's not close to upping its over-corruption entirely.
Increase Spirit and Serenity and block 2 purification until the end of your turn. Okay.
Yes, so it will make this guy very strong if it dies.
I think I want to kill the Rusty Jailer first, then.
Okay. You
but
also
will
need to pick up a healing, and you may want to do the 6 to yourself.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna do 6 healing damage to myself. So this deals 3 purification.
Yep.
My ally here is not in good shape. Also.
True, but the enemies don't that was from the explosion. They don't have any AoE yet.
So they'll probably shoot. Do they prioritize?
They always attack you unless they have one that says it does AoE or something.
So I don't have another converter.
You do not have anything to convert.
Is anything worth re-rolling?
Well, if you re-roll theirs, they take damage.
Yeah, so I might as well. But this one's a really weak one.
Yeah, you're right. What else could it be?
Let me see what this one could be.
So that could get worse.
They're both actually rather weak
worse.
ones. So I think I'm gonna leave them where they are instead of re-rolling, and then I'll just slap this one.
Yep.
Might as well get some.
Well, it wasn't planning on being corrupted, was it?
Doesn't that? Oh, that's apply 1
no. You should have probably done it to yourself since you were the only one who was going to take corruption.
Right.
But I think you're going to win anyway, so.
All right. Well, I can deal purification. Yes. I'm at full, and my ally's not going to get hit, so I can just throw them at the back.
That's true. Light shielding the enemy is good if they're going to get corruption because you don't want them to get over corruption. Alright, well, there you go. And it's doomed you. Now your Doom is actually sometimes kind of good for you, weirdly enough.
Let me remind myself what Doom does. Increased die
your
corruption.
Aha. Anyway.
Oh, well, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's good. That's solid.
I might as well start with that.
Yep. What is that one going to do? What's this white thing?
Mystery. Alright.
No, go up to it.
Yeah.
1 corruption to a random target. So it could attack your auto turret guy.
That's not good. I don't like that.
I mean, he does come back at the end of the fight, but yeah, it's a 1 in 4 chance that it attacks your auto turret guy.
Well, maybe I can put a light shield on my auto turret.
Yeah, you could.
Let's put minor shield on that. Aha.
And you could also put light shield on this guy so he doesn't get over.
Yep.
Corrupted.
Then I can light shield myself.
Yes. Because this guy's probably not going to get corrupted.
This is such a weird turn. Light shield, light shield, light shield. Pink!
It is pink. Alright, there you go. Let's see what they do. It's funny when your risky die are all on like the first turn and then everything gets chill. High guard. What is that? Self-corrupt.
1 corruption to self.
Oh, and it managed its random doom to hit itself, so now it's on 2 to all targets.
I don't much like that one.
Well, you could re-roll it.
What else do I want to re-roll though?
Potentially Stellar Cleanse, or you could do the High Guard to have another die in case the die you get is risky, and then you know you'll be able to re-roll it if you do this first.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So you may want to actually put the 3 on this one.
That one,
so that won't take any of the.
All right, we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do some re-rolls.
Okay. So which ones of yours deserve to be re-rolled here?
Which one of these has?
Wait, Ascend plus. What's its deal? What are the other things it can be?
Enhance all dice.
Oh, and you've got several ones.
I definitely gonna re-roll that.
Re-roll Ascend and then the enemy's 2 AoE.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. All right, re-roll.
All right, there you go.
It just rolled back again, but that's okay.
Sadly, It would have been a great turn to.
Alright, so...
That's fine.
Don't have any more rerolls, and I don't have anything in need of conversion, so we're just gonna...
You can light shield, like you, because you're the only other one who's gonna get hit.
Take corruption, and then I can just run through these guys.
Yep.
And there we have it.
No, your dude.
Oh, right, the little dude's got one, too.
In addition to his auto turret.
Yes, I'm trying to kill the back one first, so he doesn't buff the other one.
You still managed to get them back down to equal by doing a small amount of damage to the front one with its 2 Serenity. Alright.
My hand is doom-tastic.
Nah, haha. You can refresh your virtues.
Might as well.
And draw.
And I can kill the back one.
Yep. Finally something to convert, although I think you just win. I think you win without converting that. But
just by smacking with these guys.
Just by smacking with these guys, because oh no, that's not a smack. That's a self.
It's a self.
So you don't win.
All right, well I'll convert.
Well, you win whether or not you convert it, because even if you damage yourself with that, you win, and if you convert it, you win. So
well,
you win.
let's convert it.
Okay, you win regardless of what you do.
Boop.
You're doing very well. You purified them, and they ran away. Okay, so Forge Area Corrupt forges a permanent area corrupt onto one of your own dice. So that you can then later convert it, which is like very weird. Acceptance just is an area corrupt no matter what. And then Astral Rebound is that.
I don't think I have enough converters to handle the number of ones that I have right now. Actually, maybe I do, but actually no wait. I did get that new epic one that's like a thing.
No,
maybe
it's not. It's an enhancer.
Oh, right, it's enhancer. Never mind. All right, so let's do that.
Alright, so this is a fun one. Copycat has 3 out of 6 dice faces that copy another one of your dice and then rolls itself.
Well, I'm down for
Draw balance draws a balance, which you don't have very many of. And then Scarlet Sigil, I don't remember what it does. It's been a while since I played Mooney. It's a Mooney specific. Creatures with Scarlet Sigil receive purification whenever you play a risky die. Which the problem is it'll be hard to get that up before you play your risky dice, because the risky dice are all
We're doing Copycat.
Alright. Alright, so scroll up to see where you can go. Okay, so I think the right path looks like is the only one that has good stuff on it. Yes, because you could go to the Star Ship. You don't have enough for the Epic Shop. But you can go to the Star Shards and the Broken Shrine. You definitely want to go to
Alright, so that means we have to take we'll take balance dice. Yep.
Yep. You don't need them if you don't want them. You can see what they do. I don't know.
Fulminant Quills.
Deal 7 purification, but add a wound die to your pool. 5 to all enemies, 4 to all enemies, and corrupt all enemies.
I mean, this one seems pretty legit.
It's decent if there's multiple enemies. It's not that good if there's a single enemy. Change up to 2 dice from your hand with any type of purify 1 into...
Area 6 purify.
So it's basically a better enhance, but it's not technically enhanced. So therefore your enhanced things don't trigger off of it.
Maybe I don't
have enough ones, probably. I think usually you skip dice, like, in general, which is why I'm passing you away from dice and towards things that are not dice.
Weak Mass Cleanse. Lots of mini AoE.
Pretty weak. That's why it's called Weak Mass Cleanse. Although, I mean, that is a good one to enhance, but you don't have, like, that many enhancers. Alright.
Here we go.
The shrine. The broken shrine. Sacrifice our heart to gain a star blessing.
Everything's so chill and then not that.
Alright. So whenever you enhance an enemy die, that enemy takes 120. Now, in order to enhance an enemy die, you will need Manipulate, which you do not have, which lets you convert an enemy's die to purification. It then also has to be a value 1, which you know rarely is true. But if you do, you could then enhance it with your enhance to 6, and then they will take 120.
I think I'm going to take this one every 5 turns.
On the 5th turn, and it does not carry between battles, so on the 5th turn of each fight, you take no corruption.
That seems legit.
And the 10th turn if it goes to 10 turns.
Let's do that.
Alright, then you can't afford that one, so you should definitely get the Star Shard and do the hard battle.
Do the
hard battle. Alright, it's a giant shark with armor.
Giant shark. Alright, here we go.
Alright, what's the deal with this shark's special abilities? I think one of them is that it gets 2 turns.
Alright, we're gonna... what has 2 dice there? Let's see what it says.
Alright.
Yes,
always draw a second die. Whenever you, Linda, reroll die, apply 1 doomed to yourself for every die reroll. Or type 1 doomed to you, it says.
Ah, yeah, okay.
I'm assuming you is you and not the shark. But
Presumably.
that's good if you want to have high corruption values to convert.
Well, speaking of conversion.
Okay, what's the deal with defensive life plus plus? What would it be if it wasn't one? Oh, right, it's the one that's like a low risk way. You got it as a low risk way to give yourself the reroll virtue.
Yes.
And it will be about to do its job. Because you can use it on yourself so that you can have the reroll virtue.
We're gonna start with that to get the reroll virtue. Okay, so we definitely need to not have so much nasty stuff.
I suggest re-rolling the Excruciatus and the Eureka because there's a...
Let me check which Excruciatus is which, though.
That's the one that's better to re-roll.
Okay. So re-roll...
That and the Eureka.
This and Eureka, and now we go.
There's a very silly thing you can do if it becomes the heart kill. It did not.
Aha! So I can convert this one permanently.
Yes, you can. You should.
I will.
The silly thing you could have done if it rerolled to the heart damage is heal yourself and then damage yourself again in order to get the reroll virtue a second time in the same turn.
Yeah, okay.
Possible. Anyway.
So here we go. Conversion.
There you go. Excellent. Well, now the Bourse one is also a good one. So yeah, this shark is going to be very unhappy.
But I'm going to be
And you did get Doom, which means that now your future damaging ones to convert will be stronger.
Yes.
Alright. And now use your dude.
There we go.
Wow, that did a lot. Okay, that's excellent.
I am the adorable owl of destruction.
You are very low, but you get an extra draw for that.
Yeah, I do. I should have some nice healing in here.
Okay,
Alright.
and you get a draw. Draw environment. Okay, so which one do you want to duplicate? Nothing that you have is actually very good.
That's
but
correct.
You may want to duplicate. I've never done this before. The enhance because you have multiple ones.
Yeah, that's true.
And it will do more enhance actions.
All right, here we go.
And it could be that because the enhance has a 3, which became a 5, and
so we can convert that. All right.
Perfect. That's actually maybe.
Actually, do we want to re-roll anything first?
To get yourself more doom. So if you re-roll the enemy's thing, it will get hurt, and it does have this. Is there anything better for you than that on this die? This may just be a more dangerous die. You may want to re-roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll that one. Okay, so here we go. I mean, I do. Yeah, that's a 5 damage.
So if
Which
it
is
turns
bad,
into,
but then if it turns into a...
If it turns into a convert, that's also 5 damage, but you'll have done one more convert with the... if it turns into enhance, you'll have done one more enhance for the owl.
Yeah, so let's do that. So we're gonna re-roll this one and that one on this side.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, it did turn into an enhance. So you should be able to enhance the 1 to all and the 1 to all enemies.
Yeah. Enhance! Enhance! Heal.
Damage.
Damage!
Come with your 2.
Plink, plink! My 2 2s, because this is what I'm here.
And you have a 4 in your virtue signaling, so...
Boom.
You've gotten it down to 14. That's a ton. Mooney is going on a rampage. Alright. Auto turret is also going to do 3. Okay. So you
Nothing to
don't
convert.
have any 1s right now.
And that one also is convert.
Yeah, you have no convert or enhance. You can deal the 4 from the virtue right away.
There's no harm for that, yeah. Apply a 2 light shield to any target.
So you could do a 3 light shield and draw just to see what...
Yeah, that's true. Alright.
Maybe on yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so the owl will
It's
currently do 5 purification.
Which will just win. Yeah, so let's just do that.
Hey, drawing good.
Aha! Corruption purified.
And it was the special one, so you get these dice to skip, probably. So Astral Calling is the draw any die of your choice from your deck.
I just feel like my set is a little too risky to get even more risky dice.
Because of your thing that draws all the risky at the beginning. I think that's true. If you didn't have that, it would be safer.
Yes, but
it's great because the Eureka always comes with the risky dice.
Yes.
That part is legitimately great.
Alright, so let's skip this one.
Okay. Super enhance.
Yeah.
What is the deal with super enhance? You probably shouldn't do it, but...
Up to 4
Oh, yeah. You already have it even super enhanced. Okay, so while you have 1 heart left, which I will
try to get
you to, you do 2 additional purification with everything. That's
every 3 turns,
good.
apply 2 light shield to everything. When you are sentinel, do a corruption to an enemy, apply 1 light shield to all of you and everything. Okay, so probably one of these.
Probably don't want to corrupt an enemy. I suggest the Azimuth ring by a lot.
Alright, we're doing it.
Alright, so now take a look at what's going to be here. And does this go to the boss? Is this the last? Yes. Okay.
So this is the last shop.
So this is the last shop before boss 2. There's the 3 worlds. So I would probably recommend getting the star shards, going to the shop and duplicating, possibly forging, and then you won't be able to afford forging that, but duplicating one of your things that got more Eureka than the others.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. I mean, you could also potentially forge something.
Let me see how good these things are.
Gain 3 Doom and Refresher Virtues. It's like the Refresher Virtues, but you also gain Doom. Choose a die and now rotate it to whatever face you want.
That's funny.
Yeah, it costs a die, so you better have a face that you really, really want. And deal 5 Purify to all targets. If you duplicate, check your dice pool. So the problem is, oh no, you have one that's 4 positive.
Yeah, this one here, Excruciatus ++.
That particular ++.
I'm gonna
you probably should duplicate that one.
That one, yep.
That's 2/3 chance of being good.
This one here.
Awesome. All right, there you go.
Forge shop done.
Now get the star shards, and we're gonna get you that +2 purification from the shrine.
I think it's funny at the beginning. You're like, I'm just gonna give you a little hint, and now we're just totally playing together.
We're just playing together. You seem to enjoy doing that.
Yeah, I do. All right.
All right, now you can get your purification.
Let's do it. Sacrifice a hostage. But like, this is how we usually play stuff.
Yep.
All right. So when an enemy is overcorrupted, gain Doom. This is 3 times you deal purification, apply a light shield to a random target. This is every 12 risky die you play, apply incorruptible to all enemies.
It makes it that enemies can't heal themselves after you play 12 risky dice. Even with the risky dice you have don't have that many. So you'll have
probably
to decide.
Stardust, I think.
Decide which one you like the best.
I'm taking Stardust Garb. Alright.
Alright. Second boss, the Corrupted Assembler. It likes to assemble corrupted sentinels.
1 agony. Where is that?
Take a look.
It's in a book?
I believe it causes it to gain Doom automatically, but you can see. So, first of all, it assembles 2 corrupted sentinels at the end.
Can have more than 2 in a battle at a time. At the end of a turn, it gets 1 more Doom.
Yes. So, currently it's going to do 0, but...
I see, but it will continue to buff up. Alright, okay. So I definitely don't want that.
So, there is a serious problem here.
Yes. This needs to get rerolled.
No, there's a really, really serious problem.
How do I damage myself?
The problem is that your 2 damaging actions are both higher than 6, and you have no light shield. So this is actually really bad. I think you lose.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, you lose the game.
Oopsie.
It happened.
All right. So.
You lose because of the lose 1 heart.
Yeah. Well, it was known to be a risk.
Yep, it was risky. That was too bad. This was hilarious. But,
Alright, well, let's just do our...
Because, yeah, there's no way to damage yourself for a low enough amount. Because you had no light shield.
Yeah, so this is the only way I can...
So, hold on. There are some things you could do before you lose.
Yes,
one of them is convert the 8 into that. You're not going to lose from these.
Yes, I'm going to lose from my... I'm going to lose from the heart thing.
You're going to lose from the heart thing. So use that on the boss. Okay. So that's fine. The other thing is that you can put the 7 onto your sentinel and kill the sentinel, although before you do that, you should use this 1.
Yes.
So that will not force you to have the enemy do 6. Oh, wait!
Wait, what?
Corrupted. You probably should have done that first.
It's overcorrupted.
It's overcorruption dealt 6! You may live. Now you can draw. You can draw.
Now I can reroll.
And you can reroll. Roll the heart loss and...
And probably the minor shield being 1. Or no, wait, one of these.
Well, see if one of those is the 4 positive one by using X. That's a 3 positive. This is the 4 positive, so you may consider rerolling. Although if it turns into a negative, you'll have to kill your sentinel.
Maybe that's too risky.
I mean, it's up to you. Maybe you won't, because you might be able to heal yourself. It depends on
YOLO!
what it turns into. Okay, so the good news is that it turned into an 8 Serenity.
The bad news is
that you still lose. the game.
Because there's no way to recharge my thingies, right?
I mean, one of the things it was recharge your virtues, which is another good reason to reroll.
Okay.
Okay. You still lose because you 1 in 36 chance that this was just the heart both times. And you can damage it. It's quite a bit of damage. This is gonna deal, and then this will deal 7. You got it down a lot. Now you lose.
And turn. All
you
major
could
reactions
Alt
must be
F4
fun.
if you really want to and redo the fight,
That's
but
okay.
it's kind of cheesy. Alright, you lose.
Oh no! The Owl of Risks took too many risks. Oh man, I'm corrupted. My Sentinel's gone. The Corruption Factory got me.
Actually, the Corruption Factory didn't do anything.
But I'm gonna say the Corruption Factory
You
got
corrupted
me.
yourself.
I know, but I just looked at the Corruption Factory, just looks at me, it's like, wow, I didn't have to do anything.
I didn't do
That
anything.
Owl is just...
That owl is just crazy. I don't even know what's going on.
We leveled up Mooney to level 3.
That owl is so risky. Did you see how much damage you were doing? Because your artifact increased it by 2, and then it had 3. It had 3 Serenity, so it was taking 5 extra.
Oopsie.
That's hilarious. All right, everybody. So that's Astrea.
That's funnier than winning, and honestly, like, that's a very fitting end to a game when I said YOLO so many times.
All right. It happens.
Well, David, none of my fights have lasted that long since the first time I've played the game, but...
Yep. So, yeah, that's Astrea. That can happen if you get too risky and draw all of them at the same time. I've done things that were probably even riskier than Linda, except for I never took the draw all of your risky at the beginning.
Yeah, well, I wanted to see what it would do, and I was satisfied by the results.
You learned a lot. I think if you play again, now you completely understand it and all of the dynamics of different things in it.
That was pretty cool. So, yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today in our venture into Astrea. Why don't we go ahead and say goodbye to YouTube, and then we can figure out what we're going to be doing next time.
Bye, YouTube. See you next time.
Bye!